people meeting their husbands? Because I'm for sure not meeting mine on a dating app or in my small hometown.
We'll be at a function like this. I'm talking about overly loaded, and niggas still won't walk up and talk to nobody. Like, what the fuck you? Oh shit, he giving me a trap while y'all. Like, what the fuck you paying me for? It's not to talk to nobody.
Okay, so I recently went to a singles event, and it was 90% women. And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes? I don't know, but they're not there. And that's cool. Not like I care.
One of the most frustrating things about trying to date in Chicago is you go on the apps, you swipe, you say no, because no. And then you go outside and you walk down Wells and you're like, oh my God, there's so many cuties, but like, where are you? Where are you? Ugh!
What I don't understand is that guys were made to pursue girls, yet we live in a society where, because of the lack of men there are, girls are having to throw themselves at guys to even have them look their way. Please.
Okay, I have a question for single men in their 30s who have their lives together and just haven't found the one yet for some reason. So if I was a single lady in my 30s and I wanted to meet you, where would be the best place to go? Just asking for a friend. Please. Let me know in the comments. Thanks.
Why are men not approaching women in the church? Girl, we about to find out. Like, we about to find out today. Like, the Inside Out Singles is about to tell us, the men's edition, they're about to give us the tease as to why men don't approach women in the church. And I'm ready. You ready? Because I'm ready. I'm ready to see what they got to say. I'm ready to see what they got.
Okay, but where are we meeting really, really, really high quality men? Because they're not on the dating apps, that's for sure. I feel like I've met guys that are really, really great and wonderful, but like really hardworking in their jobs that wouldn't be on a dating app, just like out at a bar or like out at a run club or something like that. But like, where are we meeting them? Like, where? These are just like situations I happen to be in, but it hasn't happened again. Where are we meeting these men?
If you're a single woman living in Toronto, you need to come to a landscape show because the men here are thirsty AF, okay? So if you're a single woman in the GTA and you haven't gone to a landscape show, you need to. Just go. You'll find a husband instantly because they're thirsty, all of them, staring. But you said if you want, like, fuck the finance bros, guys. This is where the money's at. Landscape show.
This answer from men honestly shocked me. When I asked why they no longer approach women in public, the top response was, why would I risk face-to-face rejection when I can just swipe online? And the way they said it, like, rejection is so horrible. It's not even worth the effort of approaching a woman you find attractive. It makes me wonder, are online dating apps making people afraid of real connection or just way too comfortable with avoiding it?
I seen a post that said, where are all the men at? It's like men are not outside. What are men doing? They're on live. They really put their good stuff on, make their plate to sit on live. That's the new man's hobby, is going live. That's the new outside. Go. Whatever gives you peace and keep you safe, King. I ain't mad at it, but they asked me a question. I just answered it. I think they're all on live. That's where I feel. At least that's where I feel.
What is going on? Why is there, I don't want to say like an epidemic. I don't know if it's that serious yet, pero why does it seem like in the church it's harder to find somebody? And I'm not just talking about somebody that you think is cute. I mean, like, find an eternal somebody with, like, you know, like, on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it so hard? Like, what is going on?
If you want a boyfriend, the only thing you need to do is move to San Francisco. You don't have to do anything else after that. I was there this weekend. Every single man was hot and tall and successful. There were no other types of men. Every single solitary one. And there were thousands of them, and there were no women. I've never seen anything like it. I don't totally understand why it's like that, but that's where you find a husband, I guess. So you're welcome. And in fact, I was so confused that I asked some of the men about it. And I was like, how's dating here? And almost every single one was like, I really want a girlfriend, but it's really hard to find single women here. Is this true? Like, does anyone live there? And can you verify this?
So I always have so many people ask me, where are the good men? Where can I find them? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to put you onto this right now. Are you ready? They're on Zoom, Zooming with their families for 3 hours on Sunday. They're on a couch somewhere with their mother right now. They're in the corner of the bar, just talking to their friends and keeping to themselves and like not really taking up a lot of space. They're at game night and trivia night. They are playing with their nieces and their nephews at a park somewhere, or maybe even at Disneyland, being the fun uncle. Are they on dating apps? Yes, they have a dating app profile. However, it's probably incomplete. And their photos are probably kind of old, and they didn't fill it out very well. Because they don't check it that often. You are not seeing them because they're not taking up a lot of space. I hope this is helpful.
This is really good, like a great question, because I am very curious about it, except for the club part. I don't care Nathan about no club. Why do men not go to singles events? Like, why don't y'all go? The ones in the church, or just like regular single? I don't know. I'm only talking about the ones in the church because those are normally the only ones I go to. But why don't y'all go? And one of my friends was there, and I was surprised to see him at the singles event that I was at. And he was like, oh, I'm only here because my friend told me about it. Like, someone told him about it. That's the only reason why he went. He was like, if someone didn't tell him, he wouldn't have even knew or even came. So do y'all not know about it, or do y'all just not want to go? Like, what is it? Because at the end of the day, y'all the ones who get down and propose to women. So I'm just curious why y'all don't go. But I already feel like y'all got the pick of the litter anyways. Like, y'all don't really need to go. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm very curious to know.
So I need the girlies' help. How do you like actually meet a guy? I don't really want to go out to bars. I don't want to meet a guy out on bars. I don't want to meet him off of a dating app. I want to meet him in a wholesome way. The only time I've like actually met guys out in the wild would be when I'm on vacation. Which, like, fuck, I don't live there. I'm on vacation. I mean, hence I do live in a place that's very, very limited. Like, I'm generally, like, dying. Like, the guys I go for, you guys have no idea. But, like, at the same time, aren't the guys supposed to find the girls? So, do I just sit back and relax and just hope that Prince Charming knocks on my door and it's like, hey, I'm getting tired. And I think I'm gonna die single. Which, like, whatever, I don't really care, but just help a girl out.
So I go out with my single friend, to you know what I mean? Because most of them are single. And I'm observing when I go to the club, when I go out to bars, whatever I'm doing with my single friends. I'm seeing men not approach women, like, at all. Like, why not shoot your shot? Like, there's so many single people out here. Why not? I see people are in their little bubble and they stick to their little bubble. There is no men shooting the shot. Where is it? Back in the day, men would attempt. Now, I see nothing. A woman be next to a man and nothing, no conversation. They're in a little bubble. What the fuck is it? Let me know.
This is for all the straight single men, specifically in Sydney. Where are you? No, seriously. If you're not on the dating apps, where are you? Like, where do you go to meet women? Where are you? Because all my single girlfriends cannot seem to meet single guys. Like, where are you hiding out? I've gone to bars. I've gone to churches, clubs. I've joined sporting events. I still can't meet single guys. Every guy I have met in Sydney is in a relationship. I don't understand it. With all the people in the city, where are the single guys? Have you just given up? Do you just not go out? Do you just rather prefer male company? Are you just working to survive Sydney? Like, please comment below and tell me, where do you go out? Like, specifically, is there a bar? Is there an area? Is there a club? I need to know, because it is just getting so frustrating sitting on a dating app swiping. I want to meet people in the real world. So comment below, where in Sydney? Where are you? Where are you hiding? Where do you go out? Where do you meet?
Okay, let's talk about Australian men. This is my opinion only. Before I moved here, I was convinced that Australian men were going to be super extroverted, super charming, always wanting to chat to you, very open. But then when I moved here, I noticed that they don't approach women. Like, unless they have friends of friends that introduce you to them, they wouldn't talk to you. They wouldn't come over and say hi and introduce themselves, but they would do this. Like this with the eye. See the eye? Just not even turning the... This is my opinion only. I am running a survey for my own interest. I want to know why. Like, I don't have any Aussie friends. I believe that maybe they're scared to come across as creepy or invasive, but it's super strange to see. It's so weird, girl. Like, yeah.
Some women are like, yo, what happened to men? Like, none of them approach us anymore. Like, and I'm not gonna go approach a man. Like, this, what the fuck happened? Like, how are we supposed to date? They don't approach you because women have made it so fucking difficult for guys. Where if a guy even says, wow, you're so beautiful, you look very beautiful today, they'll literally look at him and be like, ew. Who the fuck wants to deal with this? Who? No one. That's why nobody's fucking approaching your ass. Okay? No one. Like, I've seen it. I fucking seen it. With women just being like, ew. And it's like, yo, you could literally be like, you know what? No, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm flattered. And if they don't leave you alone, just keep it walking. Keep it moving. Keep it fucking moving. You don't gotta be a fucking bitch. You really don't. And that's why guys don't approach women anymore. That's literally why.
I've been seeing a lot of singles events actually for the past year now. And ladies, I really don't feel like you're going to find your next Prince Charming, suitable bachelor man there. And I say that because every time I see these videos, I just see like fair women. And it sucks because I actually considered going to one day. And then I thought to myself, I don't even feel comfortable going to these things. Simply because you never know what you're going to get. And I feel like people do the craziest things when they are desperate. I think they should change the name from singles events more to like a social event. So there's not the pressure of you going there thinking that, okay, everyone's here to find a mate. On top of that, I just don't see that a guy that is confident, secure, and fully capable of approaching women going here. Simply because they can just do it on their own. Like, they just approach women on the street. Which means, why would somebody that is fully confident and capable of doing it on their own go somewhere and pay to do it? So, ladies, I don't think you should go.
Okay, why are we in a social climate of where men do not approach women, like women they'd be romantically or sexually interested in? Because women have very overtly said they don't want to be approached. Like, the loudest voices talking about men approaching women are saying, don't approach us. Now, there's nuance there. Understand, I am very pro-social. I want people talking to each other as much as possible, regardless of romantic or sexual interest, but certainly including that. Now, I didn't fully articulate myself when I said there's good reasons for men not to approach women. It's more that I want men to approach women thoughtfully. I want you to be very mindful of your physical size difference and how much space is between you. I want you to be very mindful of not creating a sense of pressure or obligation. I want you to be very mindful of if she's not interested in talking, that you don't keep pushing it. I want you to be very mindful that if you get rejected, that's not a personal reflection of you. She's just not interested. If you can keep all of those things in mind, then approach women left, right, and center. This is what women are talking about when they say don't approach us. They're talking about men who do not follow the rules I just laid out. Of course, not all men that approach women are disregarding those rules. And those men know that. Those men who are like very mindful of women and how they come off and creating a safe space, they understand when we're saying don't approach women, we're not talking to them. But the majority of men don't understand this.
A piece of actionable dating advice that I can offer. I went out last night for the first time in probably 2 years since meeting my boyfriend. There are not men out at clubs. Men do not go to clubs. And it makes complete sense. If you think about men and you think about what they like to talk to each other. They like to talk to each other about the same things on repeat. And that's the beauty of a man, you know? They are not out at clubs because you cannot talk at a club. And when a guy goes out, they're not necessarily going out to find their wife. They're going out to have fun and to maybe meet someone out that doesn't really require talking. If you want to meet someone where you can talk and build a relationship, you need to go somewhere where the men are talking. And I stand by this. I got bullied by the whole world by it. Wilfie and Nell. You got to go to Wilfie and Nell. You have to go to bars like Wilfie and Nell. Channel what I'm saying on a molecular level. Wilfie and Nell is a small bar where men go after work. After work, men like to talk. They like to drink. They like to talk to other people. On a Saturday night, a man is blowing off steam. Also, this is like my type of man. I don't know what your type of man is, but my type of man, he's not out uncing at a club. And I think back to when I was struggling through the dating trenches, I was looking for my worst nightmare in all of the wrong places. Like I was at a club looking for my husband, but my husband was at his desk. Like that's, it's never, this is the advice you need to hear. You're not gonna meet the amount of people who are going to meet their significant other clubbing is very small. And then if you also consider that you probably if you're like me, you don't really like clubbing, that percentage of people who go clubbing looking for a husband who also doesn't like to club, like the math doesn't math on that.
Did y'all see the video of the girl who went to the singles event and she said when she got there were a lot of beautiful women. The women were drop dead. The women were women as we do. And she said the vast majority of men that were there, they weren't her cup of tea. It's like not a lot of the women's cup of tea. So I'm assuming probably maybe not attractive, tall, money, the things. But she said the other small pocket of men that were there, that were the women's type, they were basically acting like they were the prize. And she was like, yeah, singles events are not my thing. Now, here's my take on this. I've never been to a singles event, and I won't say I'll never go, but I will probably say I will never go. Okay. The reason being, those singles events, I really feel like they're not giving what a lot of the girls expect them to give. One, more times than not, is going to be a large majority of women, because women value relationships in a way that men don't. Okay. Women look at relationships and seeking companionship in a way that men don't. Not saying men don't value these things, right? I'm just saying we look at it differently. Okay. Y'all get it. And before somebody gets in my comments talking about, well, my best friend's sister's baby daddy who's locked up and now out of jail, he found his baby mother at a singles event. Listen, there's always going to be an exception to every rule. Okay. There's always an exception to every rule, but that is not the rule. That is an outlier. And for me, I just can't bring myself to do it. Honestly, I just can't see myself doing the whole, all right, here you're on a date with this person for 5 minutes and then you're on a date with the next person for 5 minutes. I don't know. I don't even know if that's how it really happens. I don't know if that's just a movie thing or if that's really how it works. How does it work? I will say though, my friend did go to a singles event and she said that she literally went there just so she can get comfortable talking to men. She was so introverted. She said, I wasn't going there looking for a man. I was just going there to get comfortable speaking to men. I'm like, girl, okay. I think if you're going there, one, for that, or for a plot, or really to just, get into the dating world, fine. But I think if women are going there like expecting to find their husband, lower the expectations. But yeah, I think if you are actually actively looking for a partner and you're like, man, the men's are not at the single event, they're not gonna be there, girls. Especially the men's you're looking for, they're not gonna be there. Go to the places men's want to be. Okay, go to the bars, go to the sporting events.